Yo, what's good? My name is Lance Moore. Welcome to Shit IDK, where we did not know it is impossible to hum with your nose closed. Y'all tried it?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Let me see you.
Let me see you do it.
Nah.
Let me see you do it first.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, that fuck up your whole insides right
You
there.
block your airways.
Damn. That's almost like going underwater and trying to breathe in.
Why would you do that?
You never tried that when you was a kid?
Going
No.
underwater and breathing in?
So your cousin ain't never just been like, hey man, try to breathe underwater. Go underwater. No?
Right, what the hell? Who the hell does
Are you
that?
asking to drown? Like, what's going on?
Y'all didn't have a good childhood.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's as
All
worse when you brought up that.
Anyway,
last time.
we got a good show today, man. Shout out to my new co-host. Y'all been here forever. Shout out to my co-host, man, Ricky Ray and JJ. What's good?
What's up with y'all?
How y'all feeling?
Fuck you.
What's going on? What's going on, my beautiful people? All my nerds and blurs.
Man,
It's an inside joke, y'all.
it's an inside joke.
God damn.
Guys are crazy, man. We got a dope show today, man. We're gonna be talking about everything from the environment all the way to social media, man. So, hey, man, what y'all got going?
Wrapping it all together, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
First off, how was y'all week?
my week was good. I started a new job.
Okay.
You know,
Not
more
the
money,
snaps,
more
nigga.
money, more
Because I can't clap.
Oh, nigga, it's thunderclaps if you snap.
Still working with kids,
Okay.
mental health, autism, things like that. So, still kind of doing the same thing, just making more money at a larger platform. I would say.
Nice. She is doing the Lord's work.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
That's what they say. Ricky, what you got going?
Well, I've been scratching and surviving.
Mm.
Yeah, man. I cannot wait. Hey, listen, real quick. I cannot wait till this Biden administration alleviates the office. Oh, well, no, I can't wait till the office is alleviated of the Biden administration.
Mm.
Trump 2024, please. We need economics primarily back. I'm just saying, that's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna go more into that when we get onto our economic talk.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm just hoping to live in 2024 because it's a lot of shit coming down the pipe hole, man. We got Deadpool 3. We got motherfucking me. Yeah, I'm going there. Because y'all talk about y'all little week. I'm talking about my little week. Okay.
Yeah, tell me about your week. How was your
man,
week,
it was
Lance?
amazing because I seen Quantumania.
Pandemonium.
Quantumanium just dropped the trailer, man. We got Black Panther coming next month. We got Quantumania coming.
Did y'all see
Oh, I thought you switched cameras on me. Like,
no,
like,
not cut that
nigga.
shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna Thanos snap
No.
your ass.
But what's that new Black
Adam.
Black Adam, yeah.
It's one of those black movies.
Did y'all see that?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer.
Okay, I guess we'll have to do like a little review on it.
No, definitely.
Because I haven't seen it either.
We need to do a group where we
Go to the
see
movies,
it. Yeah,
go
to
see
the
it.
movies.
That
go
sounds
see
good.
it,
Sounds
and we
good.
can go review it.
Okay, cool.
It'd
Yeah.
be dope. Yeah,
And we also got to do brunch, guys. Brunch. You know?
The black people love brunch.
Yeah.
I'm
Black
definitely
people
gonna
love
snatch that shit.
terrible. These guys that I work with, guys. Yeah, man. But it's gonna be a dope couple of years. Can't wait to do it. You know.
Nope. Yeah, I'm excited for all those new movies too.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I am.
Are you, JJ?
I'm excited to see the new Black Panther.
Okay.
Okay.
Why? Because Riri got an initial in that.
I didn't know Riri was in it.
No, she did a song and then she dropped the initial. Like she even copyrighted she copyrighted the R.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean big moves.
Should IDK.
We might get some we might get some Rihanna music. We might,
maybe.
That's Ricky Baby over there. He was pissed off when
she actually had a baby for real.
Yeah, he was pissed off. Look at him.
Screw you, A$AP Rocky. You mean to tell me all I had to do was wear a kilt?
For each other.
That's it.
All I had to do was wear a kilt
and
some Doc Martens. I could have got
I don't
Riri.
think that's it.
Oh well, I might not be as handsome as him, but okay.
All right, y'all.
It's crazy.
Today we're gonna be talking about a couple different things. You got social media, environment, healthcare, media versus real life, things like that. My main thing that I've kind of been noticing is how a lot of people attach like where they grew up and the environment they grew up in and everything that surrounds them and just lets that be the cap on like what they know in life, like all the
Mhm.
mentalities that they're being taught growing
yeah.
up and things like that. Just the world is huge, so I think
Oh, definitely.
as like we only grow up to be like 18 years old before we leave the
Hands on
house.
that hip.
So why are we? Why is that? Why are we stopping our growth then? Like why are we not
Mm.
expanding to the rest of our life? And
Well, sometimes I think they get that goldfish mentality. You know, a goldfish can only get as big as its bowl. So
mm-hmm,
a lot of people are not being. It's kind of like that. It's almost like each one teach one. Like we a lot of the times, like say for instance, we see those people in those environments, you know what I'm saying? Like a young kid, you know what I'm saying, growing up in that same environment. It's up to us, the older generation, to kind of reach back and, you know what I'm saying, expose them to different stuff, you know. And hey man, shout out to Radio Raheem. Tomorrow he's gonna be speaking at a high school.
Okay.
And it's gonna be, you know, so that's gonna be dope, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Showing how you can make it as an entrepreneur and how you can exceed in crazy fucking measures, you know what I'm saying, without
Outside of the social
outside
norm.
of the social norm and like thinking outside of the box. You can definitely do it, you know. So doing things like that is how you take that kid out of that fishbowl, you know.
Right, right,
So
right, right.
just hey man, shout out to them, shout out to that, you know. So I think that helps in the environment of the kid too, like seeing that. And it's not just because what they're saying, like coming from that block, coming from that street, they just seeing dope boy, or they just saying I
Mhm.
gotta do it athletics, you know what I'm saying, like in basketball. Oh, I gotta either I'm gonna sell dope or I'm gonna shoot hoops, you know. Not saying that's all we think about, but sometimes that's
that
That's
all
the
seems like
that's
boat.
the
that
easiest
seems
way
like the
out.
easiest way,
Mhm.
you know. So we just gotta kind of continue to reach back and teach more, you know.
For sure, I
Like,
definitely agree with that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
definitely.
true. I'm on a line. I'm on the same wavelength as you guys. Because in my own personal experience, that's how I was when I grew up in my neighborhood. I grew up in. That's
Mhm.
all I saw.
Yeah,
All the things I don't have to name them, but all the things you think that goes on in every neighborhood, that's what went on in mine. That's all I saw. So
yeah.
guess what happened? I wanted to be a part of that.
Mhm.
Listen to me, bro. I was born and raised in Pleasant Grove, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
My mind was so confined to Pleasant Grove. North Dallas was like a whole nother city to me. And it was literally only 10, 15 minutes up the road. But it was like a whole nother city to me because I couldn't see past my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But now me as a 30-some-year-old man,
Old ass.
my mind frame is so abroad. Boy, I'm seeing past space. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So sometimes you have to take those type of kids and those type of environments that mitigates their growth. You got to take them out and show them other things to know that growth is a tangible. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That you can
Definitely.
actually see these things and be those things. But and also too, you have to be somebody that can relate to those children. You can't get people like Bill Gates to come talk to kids in no
Mm-hmm.
type of neighborhood. They can't relate to that. They don't think, oh, you came from money. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You got to get somebody like, like radio, you, me, you know what I'm saying? They actually escape from those environments
Mhm.
to go back and talk to those children. Like, hey, I'm living proof that you can make it up out of here. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely. Definitely.
But
And it's I won't say it's easy, you know. Like doing it, it's definitely hard. That's why it definitely depends on the kid that you're talking to,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
yeah,
because some of them are like so stuck in the ways of, you know what I'm saying, with their environment.
yeah, it's instilled in their mind now.
Yeah. Like just think about if you same going back to the fish bowl, you know, like when you try to take a fish out of a bowl, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna run, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna fucking squirm and you gotta develop techniques to get it out, you know, like
Yeah, for sure.
whether it's with a reacher, you know, pin it against the wall or you have two, you gotta have
Mm-hmm.
tools, meaning, you know, you gotta have certain tools to help get them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
I,
just
You know what? That's a crazy analogy because if
oh,
you
I'm
think
good at
about it,
analogies.
whenever you take a fish out of water, you don't just let it sit.
Mm-mm.
You take it and put it in more water.
Yeah.
So
But you also take it, you use some of that same water, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because you can shock them. They can go into shock. So sometimes you got to take what they already been into, invested into, you know what I'm saying, use that to kind of get them out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Man, that's crazy. But I was thinking this is kind of like a rebuttal to what y'all are saying
mhm.
about how other people need to go back and show the kids, but I think just a kid knowing that they have control over their own life and any resource or anything that they feel like they need, the knowledge that they need to know or that they lack, it's accessible, especially nowadays with social media and technology and things like that. I don't want kids to be like, well, I don't have anybody to come and show me how to do it. Do it yourself. Like, go out there, like, be accountable for your own actions. Go out there, learn it, and do it. You know,
Yeah.
like, just have the mindset that the world is not what you see.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you guys can answer that for me, or like why that isn't necessarily the right mentality to have.
Okay, so well, me and my own personal message. When I've always been an intelligent ass individual, and I'm not super duper smart, but I got a certain level of intelligence. Always had it since I can
Mhm.
remember. But and growing up in the neighborhood that I had, that shit was put in the back of my mind because all I saw, my reality wasn't Marvel or games or college and shit like that. My reality was gang banging, drug selling. When you see females, ratchet, ghetto. That was my reality. Now, when I go home in my house, then I can live in my own world. You know what I mean? Play with my action figures, explore my imagination, watch Clueless and be like, oh, I want somebody like Stacey Dash. You know what I'm saying? But when I go outside with society, that ain't real. So whatever I was in my house, however I was in my household, that was just my imagination. To me, that wasn't real. I had to be a part of what was real. Yeah, so that's how a lot of kids are. If your music and your environment is telling you one thing, you're gonna go along with that because a lot of kids are afraid to step outside of what they live. You know what I mean? Even if, let's say, rich kids, you know what I'm saying, they don't give a damn about. Some might not give a damn about being super famous, super rich, meeting important people and something. They just probably just want to look like regular folk. But
Their regular folk is that.
as imagination, you can't be that because your reality is you're stupid rich and you have to live this rich life. So they'll have to be that in their own environment until they meet somebody that they can escape with. You know what I mean? That's like only reason why I escaped because I had to go down a rabbit hole to help me escape.
Mhm.
Or some kids need somebody to come from that neighborhood, escape from that neighborhood, and come back and tell them you can do this because I did, and that'll give them the courage to step outside their norm or that neighborhood reality. Because being a product of your environment is real as hell.
Mhm.
It's real. That ain't no joke. You can become a statistic in your environment without you even knowing.
So, what do you think about like how the cost of living kind of ties into all that and creates certain environments?
Okay, so if you live in an environment that's poor as shit, your reality is you poor as shit. Everybody around you is poor as shit. And if most of the time, if you poor, you're not happy. You're stressed, you're angry, you're mad, your mind is filled with so much things. You have so many things that's holding reservations in your mind. And with that, it stunts your growth.
Yeah, for sure.
So if everybody is on the same accord of struggling, blah, 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 what that's gonna lead to kids? No hope at all.
Yeah.
And without hope, guess what that lead to? Oh, this is the main thing you always hear people that come from where we come from say, why you didn't do this way, blah, blah, blah. I have to go for what I know. And if you come from a neighborhood and the only thing your neighborhood provides is drugs, gang bang, and all those, going for what you know can impede the process of your growth. And money ties into that.
Yeah, I think money definitely ties into that simply because of like the type of opportunities that come about. You know,
Yeah.
you're not going to get the same opportunities in a poor neighborhood that the rich kids have.
At all.
For one, you can't even afford the same opportunities. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times stepping out and doing something that you love that costs money, like playing sports, growing up, doing all this to get you out of the streets, get you out of that environment that you came from, costs money.
Ain't nobody gonna front you. I'm not gonna say nobody, but 9 times out of 10, nobody gonna front you,
especially
for the
not in
things
a
you
poor
need.
community.
Especially not because
Because everybody needs money.
Everybody scratching and surviving. So you can't
Trying to
help
get
the
it.
next person, and you can't mow somebody else's grass and your grass down to like a jungle. You gotta take care of yours first, but you can't even afford a lawnmower to mow your grass.
Yeah.
So
It's like you pouring from an empty cup.
yeah.
No, definitely. I think y'all got the nail on the head with that.
Yeah, for sure.
So
So all that ties in the money ties into all of that. If there's money in the environment will look more prestigious. the environment will look more taken care of.
Yeah.
And if you go into a nice environment, guess what you're going to automatically assume you're going to see?
Nice people.
Nice people. You know what I mean? If you go to South Dallas, you see the streets are messed up. You know they renovating it now, but
Yeah.
you
I
go
was about to
see.
say, in some parts of South Dallas look great.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to majority,
Yeah.
you see the rundown homes, the rundown streets, and the rundown schools, and abandoned homes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know what the type of mentality lives there. You know what I'm saying? Poor environment, poor mentality. You know what I'm saying? So if you go, you know what you're gonna look for if you go to Highland Park.
Yeah.
Rich environment, rich mentality. So socioeconomics, it controls the way people think. Because if you're poor, you're gonna think poor. Even if you want to think rich, is the like you said, the accessibility of the tools that you need to get rich is not in your environment.
Yeah.
And if you try to go to another environment, you don't know how to act in that type of environment because you wasn't
Yeah,
raised
very
like that.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So socioeconomics
And even
play
like
a-
the social media that you're interested in, the people who you follow, the people that you see and watch, type of music you listen to, kind of all ties into your environment because you're not going to be able to relate to anything else than what you came from. Yeah, you can look at them and be like, I want to use this person as a role model. But at the end of the day, with social media, nobody is portraying themselves to be who they are in real life.
right. They the Navy.
They do what?
Navy.
The
They
Navy.
being all they can be.
Yeah.
They just faking the phone. Yeah, piggyback on what Jay said. Yeah, you cannot just go into social media and be like, oh yeah, I look up to shit's fake.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody putting on a show because very few people actually put on their actual face.
Authentic
Yeah,
self.
on social media. Everybody else just want to show people, oh, I got this, oh, I think like this, oh, I have this, oh, I go there. But in reality, you spending your last dime to look this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're really just seeing the highlight reel when it comes to social media.
That's it, bro.
For sure.
That's all you seeing. Shit. And then once you get around it, it's like, this is not what I thought it was gonna be.
Right
you know?
on, bro.
So yeah, no, it's definitely so how do you determine what's a facade and what's not? Like regular people, or do they even think about that?
Who?
Like
Yeah,
the regular
they-
people that's like seeing the so say the kids that's like seeing it. Like how do you?
Well, they can't. They won't be able to
Mm-mm.
determine.
Yeah.
They can't conceive personalities like that.
I think the easiest thing is like one thing I used to tell the kids that I worked with at the hospital was nobody is happy 365 days out of the year. Nobody is sad
No.
365 days of the year. So if you're not being able to see, because life goes up and down, there's no way that it doesn't. So if someone is posting every single day and it's always just they're out having a good time, living their best life, like that's just not how life is. So I think that's the way you can kind of tell what's
Right.
real versus just a facade they're putting on for social media. And I'm not gonna say there aren't people who show that on social media because nowadays a lot of people are trying to be more real and authentic because that is what's selling. But think about that. That's what's selling. So how real and authentic is it? You know what I mean?
Shit, imagine that shit. Somebody.
It's a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Literally.
And I think especially TikTok, I know me, I scroll through TikTok and I see like I have whatever, I'm anxious all the time. You're just nervous.
Oh my!
You're just nervous.
Thank you.
Like nervousness is
Thank
okay.
you.
It's okay.
It's okay to be sad. It's
It's
okay to be have
my
these
God,
feelings. Yeah.
bro.
A lot of people, what you call it, hypochondriacs.
Yep, hypochondriacs, full of it.
Full of.
Dude, let me just pick back up JJ. Oh my God, I hear people all the time. I have anxiety. I have anxiety. I have anxiety. You literally have been clinically diagnosed with anxiety. You have to be clinically diagnosed to be suffering from anxiety. What you feel is what my girl said. You are nervous. When did nervousness become a prognosis of anxiety? No, you're just nervous. If you go onto a job and this is a job that you really want, you're gonna be nervous.
It's okay. Like it's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Nothing is wrong with you just because you have nerves.
Yeah, butterflies.
It's healthy, honestly.
Yeah.
Like that means you
Yeah,
give a
alive.
fuck. Like
Shit, you alive at that
Right.
point. Sure, it's multiple feelings a human is gonna go through.
Right.
You're a
Mhm.
human. You know?
Imagine if they hyper intensify the premise of pain.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like and to feel pain, you got to be pre-diagnosed to feel pain. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I feel
Literally.
pain. I'm sick. Like no, dude, that's a natural feeling. Just like being nervous, you know what I'm saying? It's a natural feel. Being sad, it's a natural feeling. Being sad doesn't necessarily denote that you are depressed.
Mhm.
No, if you like having a thing a certain way, it doesn't mean you have OCD. No, you know
Maybe you're
what
just a
like.
creature of habit.
A creature of fucking habit, dude. Like we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Diagnosing people.
Falsely diagnosing ourselves.
And then, sorry, I don't
Go
want to
ahead.
interrupt
Go
you,
ahead.
but here's how it spirals. So you see it on TikTok, you say, okay, I have this. You spiral into more videos. You start looking at all the little small symptoms, and you be like, yeah, I mean, I relate to that. I relate to that. Then you go to the doctor and you tell them everything that you just saw, which are actual, symptoms of anxiety, and now you're prescribed a med that you don't even need. Like,
It's
come
like
on.
jumping on WebMD
That's how it
and
spirals.
like
Yeah.
getting all your symptoms. Like, oh shit, I got that. You know.
And now you mess up. Now you actually probably do got it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta be aware of these things when you just
You
hype
wield it to
yourself
shit in
up.
your life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can
At
ruin
that
your
point.
we see what parents do to children all the time. It's called the I might boss this word up. It's called the Machuson syndrome. I kind of bossed the word up, but it's basically when you they do it to kids. When you tell a kid that they have this, but they don't have it at all.
Or like, I know my aunt used to tell me, I used to say my cousin's bad. She'd be like, don't call him bad, because then he'll grow up and be like, oh, this kid is bad, so I'm gonna
You
be
gonna
like
get
the
that
bad
baby a
kids.
complex.
I
That's
hang
what they
out with
used
the
to
bad
say.
kids, then he's
Yeah.
actually gonna be a bad kid. You know what I mean?
That's
But
what they
there's
used to
really
say,
no
they gonna
such
give 'em a
thing as a bad
complex.
kid.
Right. That's not good.
Some of these kids bad. I ain't gonna just
Well,
sit
some
here
of
and
them are,
say
but
ain't no bad
certain
kid.
things a child do that is just it's just childlike behavior.
Yeah.
You don't have to clarify that as bad. You know?
Nah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think
Categorizing.
Curious is more of
curious,
the word.
but like a kid gonna do the most anyway until you tell them that it's not right. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Until you tell them, like a kid will fucking steal until you tell them, hey,
You don't know till you know.
you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they testing the water. They literally they only been here 2 years. They only been here 3
Right.
years. You gotta understand
Mine's
that.
still a bunch
They
of mush.
mind is still trying to figure this shit out. So they gonna do everything. They gonna lie. They gonna steal. They gonna hopefully they don't kill. But you gotta tell them, hey, that's bad.
If a 2-year-old kill somebody, boy,
Don't do that.
That's Michael Myers reincarnated.
I'm just saying, like they don't know until they know. So they
Right,
really have the
right.
capability to do anything. You know. Like I'm pretty sure if you raise a kid in the wild and tell them, all right, you gotta go do this, you gotta go do this, they gonna fucking do it, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta tell them that's a no.
Yeah, child is literally
Do
an
not
empty
murder
cup.
that person. You know.
An empty cup.
Yeah, they're empty cup.
Yeah.
Depends on
So
what you pour into.
so you just gotta watch what you're feeling into.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's all I'm saying. And some of these kids be bad because they got bad parents. You know.
A bunch of horrible parents out here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I see it all the time. Like I see it even on Facebook. They don't even try to hide it.
Oh no, it was a fucking I don't know if it was a picture. It was a picture. But it was somebody who just dressed their kid up in Halloween and they dressed them up as like
Jeffrey Dahmer.
No. It was like a
little
girl.
Yeah,
They
she
put
got the
body-
surgery.
She got the surgery. Like
That's horrible. Why would you do that?
Let that baby be a fucking princess or a fucking character.
Right.
You like, and if the baby did want to be that, then that means that's what you putting in her.
Because the baby,
environment.
the little baby was like
Conversation
3-4 years
definitely
old.
needs to be had.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be acceptable.
Yeah, you accepting that like, oh, my baby wants to be this.
A BBL
No,
and surgery.
you put her in that environment to want that. Like, come on, man. That's my thing. Like, let these kids be kids.
Let them be kids.
You know, like, no, I ain't with all that shit. Dressing babies up and dressing these little girls up that's like 10 and 8 and letting them
Showing
dress
their
like
stomach
adults
and
and
all
stuff
that
like that.
tight
No,
ass. Why y'all doing that?
Y'all opening that child up to be
Scrutinized.
Predators.
Yeah.
Like it's actual predators out there that's looking on it and will look at your fucking child.
Yeah.
Because you
sure.
put them in that harmful situation.
Yeah.
Like you gotta parent better. Like shit. And
I mean that's promotion for sex trafficking.
Yeah. Somebody gonna come swoop up your kid, then what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree to an extent. I feel like the problem shouldn't lie like within the kid. I understand there are some lines like when it comes to dressing your kid up a certain way. Like showing the stomach. I feel like that's fine because
I gotta pull up that picture. You seen the picture?
I haven't, but I did see this one video of this woman. She waxes her daughter's unibrow.
I saw that.
That baby
How do y'all
need
feel about that?
it's a unibrow, like wax that shit.
yeah,
I ain't got
unibrow,
no
nah,
problem with that.
No,
Man, get that look.
But I saw one.
Get that shit right.
Get
I
that
saw
shit
one,
right.
She had her daughter on full face of makeup. No.
Yeah,
Mm.
nah, I ain't with all that.
I saw one gave her
Like
daughter the
going
long
out?
nails. No.
Like for real.
Like my daughter still can't wear lip gloss. Like, you know, like, and people say I'm hard on her. Like, yeah,
But we know what this shit connotes.
I feel like
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like King Richard when they was like, yes, we hard on these kids.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, daddy's gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah,
when you have
to.
little girls, the daddy is always gonna be the bad guy because we know as men what men look at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the woman know how she's looked at, but the men know what we look at and what we expect to see or what we hope to see. So when I see girls on social media putting their daughters in some shit that they would wear to the goddamn club, that's horrible.
That's crazy.
That's horrible.
That's crazy. It's something fucked up in their mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that you want to dress your child up like that.
Right.
That's
that's crazy.
That's
it's kind of sexualizing their child.
You was literally
sexualizing your child.
Literally, like they want to get on men, but no, don't stop there. If you got your females, I know men have sexualized it. We have. I'm not gonna lie, we have. But now that you have, the women don't have to do it. I mean, the men don't have to do it no more. The women are now promoting this shit. Mm-hmm. So now that women are promoting this shit, it's certain things that you shouldn't do with a child because it's gonna connote what the female rappers are projecting it to. So if a female rapper say, I'm gonna do this twerking, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna twerk on it. Now we shouldn't see no kid twerking. No, because now twerking is associated with sex. Mm-hmm. Every adult sees twerking as sex. I don't care how you look. If we go to the club and see a girl twerking, what a man gonna think?
Damn, she could throw that out.
I bet she can't do it.
Literally.
Look, like I bet she can't do it on the dick.
Exactly. Literally. Yeah. And why we think like that? Because when you listen to these lyrics,
that's what it's saying.
Women are, I'm gonna twerk on that. So now it's in our minds.
Yeah.
So now that it's in our minds, the dynamics of twerking has to change. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't just no cultural thing no more. Now it's tied into sex.
Yeah.
So now we shouldn't see little girls twerking. Just like certain things when it comes to little boys with guns. Now, if you want to teach your son around 10, 12 years old how to wield a gun, but you take them hunting or shooting, that's cool. But the dynamics change when it's talking about a human.
Yeah. Or even in my opinion, like posting up with money, like with a gun and stuff like that, I feel like that's just not
exactly. That's bad taste. It's in bad taste. Because if you see actual men that teach their children how to wield a gun for protective reasons, you're not gonna see their son over there. Yeah, I got this Glock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, blah blah blah. All in school, out on the block. Blah 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 blah. That gun only comes out if they need to protect or they going hunting. So we just gotta see the dynamics of what this thing has to come with it. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I definitely think right there. Yeah. I mean, that's a great valid point. We just got to do better. With
the thing when we go on social media and we try to search for therapy through mimetic epidemiology, which is basically
I was about to say, man, tell the shit IDK is out there.
Mimetic epidemiology is basically finding therapy through memes. So whenever we see a meme that has like positive affirmation, you know what I'm saying, and that'll uplift you. That's cool. We always see these memes where these rappers are always talking about certain things. A lot of this shit shouldn't even apply to a lot of us because it's their own personal view. That's how they feel. Like a lot of things that Kevin Gates say. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. But I see a lot of people take it for truth. No, stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? I done seen people see shit that Cardi B says and they take it for truth. Cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not law. That shit is not absolute truth. None of that shit. So you got to be sure on what you intake when it comes to finding therapy through memes. Because a lot of that shit should not even be on your radar. And what you take in, you start to believe that shit. And that
100%.
And that shit starts to become part of your personality. And it can possibly make you angry, possibly make you sheltered, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be sure what you intake when it comes to these memes.
Make you feel like you're less than?
It'll definitely make you feel like you're less than, you know what I'm saying? Like we see people all the time on social media wielding money, shit like that. And what we think? Damn, I don't have that.
I don't have
that.
I think my mind playing tricks on me.
Mind playing tricks.
Yeah, so you got to be sure on how you work and how you navigate through social
Yeah,
media.
social media is definitely a dangerous place.
Nah, it's you definitely got to tread lightly when
Yeah.
it comes to social
What
media.
age do y'all feel like your kids should have with social media?
My kid
When they can
15
handle it mentally.
and no,
You said no?
yeah.
Not at
For the simple
15?
fact that Duke, the University of Duke did a
Study.
study. I don't know why I can say it. They did a study on the thing between making me laugh.
What did I
They
do?
did a study on the topic of social media in teenage girls.
Yeah.
So they did it between, but it exceeded teenagers. It went on to adolescents between between the ages of 14 and 23. And they said the most social media apps that girls that age use is TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
And it was like when these little girls see these things, they become depressed.
Yeah.
They become sorrowful because they might be living in a lower middle class house, but they favorite influencer lives in this big ass house, maybe in Beverly Hills somewhere.
Yeah.
And they look on that and they start to do self-reflect and they start to feel bad about their condition. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it leads to depression and you know what comes out of depression? Suicide.
Yeah.
So a lot of the suicide rate is heightened between those ages because of that.
You honestly cannot deny the correlation. You can't deny the correlation between or how social media affects mental health.
Yeah. No, I think it definitely does. I think you like say women in general, well not women in general, some women in particular, like they'll see a group of girls, you know what I'm saying, going to lunch or going to brunch,
Oh,
you know
Lord
what I'm saying,
Jesus.
and they'll want to be in that situation and want their relationship to go that way, or they want, you know what I'm saying,
Those
friends that
types
do
of friends.
those types of friends, but then they kind of reflect on their own situations, like, damn, my girls couldn't even do that. I want to take girls trips, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you know what I'm saying, psychologically, it's like now you're feeling less than, you know, because you don't have that and you can't go that route, you know, so I think it definitely plays an effect on that.
Yeah, and I think the worst part about it is it makes you start treating the people around you
Like
like they're
shit,
less
like they're
than.
not. Like,
Yeah, like you might have
yeah.
some great friends who are right for you, but just
Yeah.
because they can't afford to go to brunch with you every Saturday, now you treat them like shit and they ain't shit.
Yeah. I go the same thing with like relationships. When you see like,
Oh dear Lord Jesus.
like when you see your friends taking all these trips and stuff, and then you look at your own relationship, like I want to take couples trips. Why you ain't took me there yet? Why you ain't took me to Barbados? Why you ain't took me to like?
Why didn't you take me? That's not it.
That's not good. Is it? It's okay. We used to do that when we was kids. When we watch these TV shows, I'm gonna be all the way transparent. I'm gonna be all the way transparent.
Oh, give it to him, Ricky.
So when I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying, I stayed in the lower middle class neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't always have it like that. We kind of never did have it like that. You know what I'm saying? But we had enough. You know what I'm saying? But
I
we
still ain't got it like this.
Yeah, we just didn't have it like that. Have it like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at the TV, and you know, back then, even in the 90s, it was still one-sided. So anytime I'm looking at show like Clueless, Boy Meets World, or what's that show? Step by Step, Full House, and shit like that, or movies like Blank Check, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
I'm looking at, damn, white kids got it.
I'm talking about got it. They the only ones that can fucking come downstairs and it's breakfast all on the fucking tables and they grab a piece of toast and run out the fucking door.
Right.
Could you imagine the privilege and you ain't got no food in the motherfucking cabinet?
Right. Because that's what
I'm hurt. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what television was showing us.
Yeah.
White kids got it. Anytime they show black kids, we was on way. Goddamn South Central, Boys in the Hood, and that kind of stuff. I mean, we had a couple of them, like Fresh Prince, Family Matters, and stuff like that. But most of the time, we was showing us oppressed, broken shit.
I like Fresh Prince because they always had food on the table. Like they always show like when they go to the dining room table, they always had food on the table.
Yeah. So they gave us a different.
They gave us
insight.
a different. You know what I'm saying?
Bill Cosby did too.
Yeah.
It was a different insight. But imagine when you only got a speck of that, but you got a bulk of the other.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Your reality is gonna be like, I don't see these type of families.
Yeah.
I don't see people going to college and shit.
Yeah.
I can go outside right now and see somebody do a drug transaction.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny. I might be off on this, but we still don't really have that. Like now, it's kind of gone into like mixed race families. Like I see a lot of mixed race families on TV with all that.
You notice that too?
Yeah,
I just literally
rather
just
than
told my
black
girl
You either
families.
that.
got a black man and a racially ambiguous woman that he's with, or fucking,
Right.
you know.
I literally just told my girl that. I said, man, do you ever just notice on most of these commercials,
Yeah.
they're biracial?
Oh, I notice all this shit. It's always a woman that's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like she could be black, you know what I'm saying, but she ain't
She
shaped like a
biracial,
black
yeah,
woman,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's like
Ain't got black features.
she ain't got black
like,
features.
She
You know what
always
I'm
gonna
saying?
have kinky
She got
hair.
the curly hair, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
be seeing that.
We know what they're
we
trying
be
to
seeing
show.
that shit.
No, I'm not knocking
see
it at
what
all.
y'all
Not
doing.
knocking it all, but we know
All
what
in the camera.
We see what the fuck y'all doing.
yeah, we know what y'all doing,
Yeah.
dog. You know what I'm saying? But
You ain't
that-
hiding from us.
Ain't
when
hiding
kids
from
see
us
these
a
type of
day.
things,
We see y'all out there.
when kids see them type of things, bro, you say, man, I wish I was white.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was like, damn, bro, being a black kid, nigga. I'm smart. I'm a smart black kid, bro. I got picked on, talked
Yeah.
about, you know what I'm saying? Go outside. I'm seeing everybody fight. Ain't no love.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this stuff on how white kids live and shit. I'm like, damn, I couldn't be white. You know what I'm saying? But that shows you the power that TV and
And
shit
media,
have.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So now we have TV on our phones with social media. So imagine kids, look, girls and boys seeing the shit they see on when they tap these apps. They want to be those things.
Yeah.
And if they
Definitely.
can't be those things due to whatever reason,
It beats down on them.
it beats down on them, bro. They depressed. Now they sad. Sometimes they kill themselves
Yeah.
for that reason. You know what I mean? So you gotta
Gotta
be. That's why I'm
separate.
scared to let my daughter have social media.
I think
Yeah,
you
it's a
still
real
gotta.
fear.
It's a fear, but I think you still gotta give them the freedom. You know what I'm
They
saying?
can
I
get free by
think-
going
I
outside
think-
and talking to
Yeah,
their
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
I think the key is teaching.
Teach. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the things that you're instilling in your kids now, you
Gotta
know,
trust
is
it.
definitely gonna affect what they do.
In the long
You know.
run, see the thing with kids is when you tell the kids during a rebellious stage, that's right before adolescence, 13,
yeah.
14, 15, 16, the knowledge that you don't give them don't kick in until they become grown. And then they can reflect.
They've lived through it.
Yeah.
Some of the mistakes that you already told them about.
Exactly. So if we steady speaking upon them futuristic ordeals, they just talking. But after they go through it, by the time they grown, they actually gonna take heed to what we said.
And I'm not even gonna lie. In my experience, I listen. Like, I got so many different types of speeches and lectures from all different types of people in my family. People who were in their young 20s, 40s, and I listened growing up. But whenever I got like 18 in college, and I kind of seen how other people were living, I was like, it kind of got put in my head that I was like brainwashed. Like, I'm like, dang, they wanted me to do all this. All these people are doing this, and they're living their life. So I kind of lost some ideals that had been instilled in me. So
You got to college and just went, wow.
I didn't go wild because I still had like base of it, but I let some stuff
She
go.
was like, freedom.
I let some stuff go, and
freedom.
did it lead? I don't know if it led to regrets. I kind of think of it as like, that was probably just a life lesson that I had to learn. Because I feel like certain experiences you have to go through.
You have to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
And then most of those experiences are gonna make you like learn, like, hey, okay, I probably should slow the fuck down.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right on the nail.
You know what wasn't right on the nail? You hitting that camera back over here. It was late in the month.
Hey, I was talking.
He was.
Shit.
So what y'all feel
Not
about?
shit.
So what y'all feel about the haircut system in America?
Boy, I thought you said the haircuts in America. I was like, what? I was like, they
Yeah.
all right, shit. I personally like the
pricey
Boosie
nowadays.
fade. You know?
I had the Boosie fade.
Shit. Healthcare in America.
I feel like, I actually did a little bit of research. 52% of women feel like there's some type of bias towards, like, feel like they've experienced some sort of discrimination in the healthcare.
Tell us
And
about
that's
it.
compared to a 6% of men. So that speaks for itself.
Well, most men don't go to the hospital.
I do not.
Not even just a hospital, a
Just
doctor. Like,
most men don't go to the doctor. You know why? Because
Why?
psychologically, we told put some dirt on it.
but what's funny is women's pain isn't taken seriously in the medical field.
I like how you went back to that. It's about women.
That's
It's
my
about
point.
us.
I put that shit up there and I'm gonna talk
She
about
did.
it. I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna preach
But
for
no,
my lady.
okay,
It's
but
about
look, but
women.
hold on, but in reality, that is a really real scare because
No, it is.
I read in an Ebony magazine 10 some years ago. And this older black lady, she had she was one of the few women, hundreds of women that filed a lawsuit against a hospital in North Carolina. And because after she had birth, she only had one child. And after she gave birth to her son, you know, her and her husband tried to conceive more children, but she couldn't. So she wondered why. So she kept going back to the doctor, and they were like, "Man, you're totally fine. I don't know why you can't have children." So somebody else came with a story of like, man, they think they sterile. So she was like, she chimed in, and more other women chimed in, like, man, I think I'm sterile too. Where did you go to deliver your child? And they were like, we went to such and such and such. And they were like, we went there too. Around what time? And it was around about 5 year span they did this. They're like, yeah, I went there back in 80, blah, 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 blah. I did too. So boom, come to find out, when they were shooting the epidermal, they were sterilizing these women.
Oh shit.
Guess what they was compensated?
Not enough.
What?
Maybe was the compensation was around how much it costs to have a baby. Like 18, 20 grand.
I would have needed millions.
I need
Millions.
I need some. Y'all done took it out
You
of me.
took the power
You
bestowed on
took-
me by God.
Yeah.
By God, you took it out of me.
You took away my
man.
superpower.
Literally. I was doing some research, and do y'all know what an IUD is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Birth control.
Mhm.
Y'all know how it goes in?
Yes.
Sometimes
y'all
it go on
know-
your arm, sometimes
No, that's
You can knock
this,
that. You can knock that baby loose too.
this specifically it goes in you.
Oh,
It's in your
And
arm.
did you no? Not that's I don't think it's the one in the bar.
is that the
in
copper
arm.
one?
Oh, you said it don't go in your body at all?
No, it goes
in your
in
vajayjay.
your yes.
Yeah.
And
your
it's a
vajayjay.
Yeah, you can knock that
procedure
boy loose.
performed with no anesthetic. No anesthetic. Did I say that?
Anesthesia.
No
No
anesthesia.
anesthesia.
Nothing. No pain meds. No nothing. And women across the board are saying like that's more painful than childbirth.
Fuck.
I bet it's the fuck is.
They just injected
And
me
doctors
with
are
a-
like, oh no, it's not that bad. Like, and nobody's taking it seriously. But yet women are saying that it's more painful than childbirth, and you get a whole epidural and go numb for childbirth.
Fuck.
And you're not getting any pain meds for this?
You know they're gonna.
First
bet
of all,
against
birth control kills.
Yeah.
it. yeah.
So that's it. I'm done
Oh, yeah.
speaking on it.
I heard about a whole. I heard about a whole lot of stories about them birth control pills. Dear Lord, you know what I'm saying? I actually used to talk to a woman that had the clamp on her fallopian tube. She said she used to always be in pain
Fuck.
because they can clamp it and
Mm.
close it, so the egg can't reach it.
Yeah.
He'll die in the fallopian tube. She said they used to be painful. Every now and then she'll feel pain.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So
Listen.
birth control is, man.
Women
listen,
go through a lot.
They do.
Like a lot.
They do.
Like a lot.
They do. That's why I said on this post one day, I know this is insensitive, but it's funny. I said,
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's a
the
joke.
reflections of Ricky Ray do
it's a
not
joke,
have
guys. I said, I'm glad I'm a human that insert babies and not the one that eject babies.
Mm.
I am glad
It's kinda
because,
funny.
I'm sure
dude,
you are.
listen,
I am sure you are.
listen, giving childbirth, bro. I amend women. That shit looks painful as hell,
That shit look crazy. I seen it done before.
dude.
Like
Real life.
real life.
Yeah.
That baby came out look like an alien. I was like, God damn.
Like,
Girl,
Watch
you-
that shit off.
But go watch it. And I remember like it threw me off, but it was like a funny moment because when my daughter came out, you know what I'm saying? The doctor just grabbed her and they just threw the cord in my face and gave me some scissors. I was like, what the fuck? Ugh. You know,
we have another one, Harry.
shit. But like that shit right there. Y'all go through a lot. That's all I gotta
Yeah,
say.
for sure. I wish we were taking seriously in
man.
the healthcare system.
And then the cost of hair care is
Ooh.
ridiculous, dude.
Man.
Canada, bro. Canada always gloating.
Yeah.
America may have the money, but we have free healthcare.
Is that your Canada voice?
No, no,
Canadian
no.
voice? Is that your Canadian voice?
No, my Canadian voice would be, we have free healthcare, eh?
Hey,
You guys doing it?
hey,
Sucks for you guys, eh?
what's up, buddy?
But we're nice in
I'm
Calgary.
not your
eh?
buddy.
Shout out to Working Moms. I love that show.
Yeah, no, that's a good show.
Love that show.
That's a good show.
And that's really off topic, but I just
Yo,
love
she
that show.
had-
No, it is hilarious.
No, that show is fucking hilarious. Now she had because she was going through like mental the postpartum like depression
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the child, and she went there and she said, "This is funny because it's dark. I love dark humor." But they was like, "Do you want to kill yourself?" She's like, "No, I don't really want to kill myself. Maybe just get in like a car accident and just kind of be out for a couple of months, just a coma, but just a vacation,
Yeah. I just want a vacation.
I just want a vacation." But yeah, they have some like brilliantly funny moments in that show, man.
Yeah, you do.
We need another season.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, next season, last season though.
Oh no, that's crazy.
Next winter too.
Oh man. But yeah, the cost of healthcare is crazy. I worked in the healthcare system for 9 years.
Oh, did.
And you forgot it took my fucking life force working in the health.
You were depressed.
I was very depressed. And it was just like seeing people come in and they can't afford healthcare. And I was
it'd be hurtful to see them get turned around.
Well, you can't. You can't turn anybody around.
Because of Barack.
No. It was it's just law. Yeah. It's law. You have to.
They used to turn people away, but if they didn't have the right HMO.
No, you cannot in a private. No, in a not even in a private hospital. Just in a hospital. Period.
What's the whole thing about John Q?
Even in a mental hospital.
What was the thing about John? They literally turned.
It was an elective. Like you can be turned away if you don't have
right insurance.
If you don't have funds to pay for an elective surgery, yes, you know what I'm saying, you can be turned away. But as far as like you coming into the emergency room, you cannot be turned away if you come into the emergency room. You have to be seen by a doctor. You have to be stable, and you have to be seen by a doctor, and you have to be stable.
What was the whole thing about Barack Obama campaign when he was talking about you can't get turned away because of your healthcare insurance?
Well, you should be able to. It was affordable healthcare, so he established affordable healthcare to everybody.
Right, and he was like, you can't get turned away. That was one of his arguments.
The fact that people were being like, you couldn't. So it was insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like you not having insurance, you're not able to follow up with your doctor's appointment. Like so, emergency room. You go to the emergency room. So say I get sick.
I know you can't get turned away in the emergency room.
But listen to me. So you get sick, you go to the emergency room, boom, you just broke your leg. You know what I'm saying? Now, after you're not gonna get healed in the emergency room, now you need a physician. You need therapy, you need all of this. If you don't have insurance, how are you gonna pay for these things? You can't. You're gonna rack up debt, yes, but you're gonna have to go into programs that are not gonna be adequately funded. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the best situation for you because you're going to have to be put into situations where you're going to have to wait in line for this treatment. You're going to have to be on waiting lists that can be months and you're in pain now. How are you going to pay for these things? So they're going to establish healthcare that's affordable, you know what I'm saying, for people, and then it's like, all right, now I have healthcare. Now I can follow up with my doctor. Now I can we're not even talking about pharmaceuticals. We just talking about the doctor. The doctor, even in the emergency room, is different from the hospital. You got to pay your doctor fee and you got to pay your emergency room fee. All of that shit is separate. Now we're talking about pharmaceuticals. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to pay lab fees. You got to pay motherfucking all of this shit. All this shit costs. Big Pharma is, and the medical industry is that shit's a beast. You know? So having a healthcare system that's for the people and not just for pockets. I hate to say like doctors' pockets, but a lot of rich fucking doctors and poor fucking patients, for a reason.
That's why that's why they always. I read this book called Generation RX. Mm-hmm. Good book, guys. Generation RX, and it was talking about the connections between big pharma and physicians, and it was like most of the time when JJ was talking about the hypochondriacs, a lot of people go in there, unbeknowingly go in there, and there's nothing actually wrong with them. They psych themselves out. Yeah. Oh my God, I have this, I have that. They have nothing. They're perfectly fine. It's all mental. But the doctor, they just like cops, they have quotas they have to meet. Especially if they just got a contract with let's say Merck or Glaxo, I think it's GlaxoSmithKline, and they were like, we got this new medicine. We wanna try it out. So somebody just so happened to come in there professing these type of symptoms. So I'm like, oh, okay, we just got this new medicine. Try it out. So they'll give these people those type of things, those type of prescription medicine, even though there's nothing wrong with these people. Or sometimes people go in there and they give them placebos. Like they'll give certain patients placebos, and if somebody else come in with that same symptom, they'll give them the actual medicine to see if it actually has an effect on the human. Yeah. So basically, when you go in there, you're a prospect. That's why I don't trust hospitals. you're a prospect. You know what I'm saying?
A science project.
You're a science project. You're a lab rat. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
I did not know doctors had quotas.
Hell yeah. Yeah. You get your money about prescriptions. You know what I'm saying? Well, unless you're a surgeon. But regular doctor, they can sign you off. You need what? Gotcha. Hold on. Gotcha. Just like therapists.
I remember a doctor told me that he hit me with a placebo. I was like,
What?
Hit you with a water pill. There's nothing in a sugar pill, water pill.
yeah, because I went through a lot of medical issues at one point. You know, I was like sick, like damn near about to die. You know, and like in that trial phase, you know, like I ain't gonna just out the doctor like that, but he, you know what I'm saying, like because he was like maybe it's just your diet, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying using, but like probably like a week later he was like, yeah, I think it slipped out. It was one of those like slip of the tongues, you know what I'm saying, because we was, you know what I'm saying, cool, you know what I'm saying, at the time, you know, and he was like, yeah, it was just, you know.
Press off some here to be.
Oh, JJ is the engineer over here of the year.
Bro, I caught it right in
You caught it
time.
right there.
Bomb.
Look.
Bomb, engineer of the year. You know,
Hey,
but
a man of many, a woman of many talents.
man,
Woman. Look, I'm doing so much.
Oh,
Got me thinking.
Lord help me.
Lord,
So they did a
Woman.
good job.
yeah, man, I lost my train of thought, but
Of many talents. Thank you.
thank you, JJ, thank you, JJ. We appreciate you
You're
so
welcome.
much. It costs to go to the emergency room. That's what I'm saying, and
Definitely.
everything from the sheets on the bed to the oxygen.
A damn Band-Aid.
A band-aid, all of that shit is gonna cost. You know what I'm saying? So I understand them trying to make their money back. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, off the
They
back,
make money through insurance.
they make money off insurance, yes. But if you ain't got no insurance, how they gonna make money?
That was a whole thing with Barack campaign.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think he was the best president that ever existed in no way, form or fashion. But that was the whole argument.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because hospitals was turning people away. They can't, if you know they can't make money off you and it's somebody, they gonna turn you away.
Yeah.
But after Barack, like, you can't turn them away.
Yeah.
That's Obamacare. There you go. Now you can't get turned away.
I loved when people used to come in and say that shit. Like it was like clearly like it was when it was when everybody was mad at Obama, but like the white folks, you know what I'm saying, man. It was like Obamacare. And I was like,
I was mad too. I don't want to pay for somebody that don't want to give up out there behind.
Ricky's a Republican.
I'm not. I'm independent. I'm independent. But I understood why working class citizens was mad about that. You know, so we already paying taxes for y'all to do nothing with. Now now y'all adding another tax for the welfare of people who don't actually want to get out there behind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not cool.
Not cool, man.
Not cool, man. I see it from all sides.
I do too.
I see it from all sides.
I understood. I don't want people
not
to get
like what's that was like
hospital.
there were good people on both sides.
Oh, Trump.
Not like him though. Not like him.
That was funny.
That was the KKK, my nigga.
Literally.
That was literally the KKK.
That
It
was
like
funny.
there were good people on both sides.
That was funny. Even though I do want Trump to I did not agree with that one.
You want?
Yes, I want Trump to be
He
president.
opened the episode with Trump 2024.
You did.
Yes,
didn't you?
I'm not ashamed of that. I do want him to be president more than I want this dude to be back in there.
Okay, well, just say that then.
Still, I don't know who will be a better president because
I feel like that new
Trump
character.
isn't even right.
I feel like that new character ain't been unlocked yet.
It's unknowing, so we
Right.
don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
That
I think
new
there's
character-
a better candidate.
We just need a new character.
No.
It just haven't been unlocked yet. We haven't made it to that stage.
Kim Kardashian.
You know?
It's unknowing.
Don't even say that on this show.
But when you got when Trump was in office, the only thing people that can talk about him was about his antics outside of politics. His basically.
But how he attached it all to his politics?
He tried.
Nigga, he did.
He did.
That motherfucker was making money in the White House.
I mean, that's duh. I mean, the president only made $250,000.
No. Yeah, in his like you supposed to like, hey man, I'm for the country. I'm doing that. Nigga was making side deals. Imagine how many side deals and what like fucking chaotic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he did. Wow.
What was chaotic? Hold on. We talk about global politics. The man was cool with the Korean president. The man was cool. Well, kind of. He was putting China in his place. Thank you.
Then they
China
also
needed
made the
China
fucking
needed to be
American
put in,
people pay for fucking golf fucking courses at Mar-a-Lago.
Sure did.
we pay for
You
that.
know how many-
We still pay for that now.
Yeah, you're right.
We still pay for that now. But they just exposed it with him.
Yeah.
But when he was in office, our GDP was high. That's why inflation was low, because we was what we were doing domestically is like how you say the dollar circulates in neighborhoods.
Mhm.
That's how the dollar was circulating in America. It was great. That his whole thing was we don't have to outsource. We don't have to keep buying overseas. We have these same things over here. Keep the dollar in the nation. Democrats don't do that. They want to outsource. If you don't believe me, they have a book called War on the Middle Class by Lou Dobbs, talking about this very thing, the outsourcing of the American dollar. But we'll talk about that next.
Amen.
But word of the day is,
Racist and fucking bigot.
call me what you want, man.
We ain't even talking about you.
I'm not talking about you. I'm
But
talking
that's-
if you just put the
if
shoe
the
on,
shoe
nigga, then you
fits.
just put the shoe on.
I mean, I'm literally just got finished
You-
talking about this and that, and you just blurt out. What am I? You didn't specify that.
We just finished
we
talking
just
about
finished
Trump.
talking about Trump.
No, I was talking about.
See, that's what's wrong with you,
Trump.
motherfuckers.
You
Nah,
was talking about
we
Trump,
talking about Trump.
who is
Call me Clay
a
Bisbee.
racist
Power.
and bigot.
I'm
You
just-
better stop playing with these fucking people like that, man.
Argue with your
Stop
mama.
playing stop playing on our tops, my nigga. Like, tell these people what you fucking stand for, and you know,
I stand
Tell
for-
them who
I
you
stand for
are.
tell them who you are,
I
because you all
stand
have
for-
these people really thinking that you.
No, I stand for the betterment of the people. But
Mhm.
but that's why I said I'm not Republican nor Democrat, because both of them have a and then they have a so
What the fuck is the
they had a pros and their cons. They had a pros and their cons. So for me to advocate one holistically is retarded.
Mm,
It's crazy as hell, because I'm not all for liberalism and I'm not all for conservatism.
gotcha.
So I take
So
a
you
piece
feel
from both
like
sides.
okay? So I do the same thing. What I won't do is
Democratic presidents are failing us,
and that could be true. That could possibly be true.
literally.
But what I won't do is substitute, you know what I'm saying, my moral values and what I believe in for just because you made the dollar make more sense. Just because you are a good businessman, but you're a horrible fucking person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you're not gonna get my vote because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where my moral compass chooses to go to.
Where this is politics. There is no such thing as a moral compass in politics.
Probably why I ain't in
Literally,
politics.
no moral. There's no moral compass in politics. Politics is literally ran off of money. That's it. That's it. You got the money. You got the political power. So trying to put moral in and morality in it, you in the wrong business.
But opinions are attached.
Yeah, everybody gonna have their opinions. I mean, that's all what
But
politics
as a
is.
president, I don't feel like you should be voicing all your opinions on such topics that have nothing to do with the presidency.
Right, but that's kind of that's kind of a gray area, because when you're the president, you are responsible for every ideology that a human can conceive. Literally,
I think as a president of such a diverse country, like, you gotta fucking.
You can't say what you feel.
You can't say what you can. Oh yeah, we got it. Hey man, it's a lot of shit that we can talk about when it comes to this.
We'll talk about it next show.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it next show. We definitely gonna get into the next show.
For sure.
Yo,
word of the let me get a word of the day.
Yeah, go into the
word of the day is sisteration.
What?
It's just a
I
soft.
was like, who the fuck is sisteration?
Literally,
Who
I'm like,
the fuck is
sister.
sisteration?
We got a
nigga?
sister as the word.
God damn, nigga, shit.
You guys suck.
So hard. I was like,
So hard.
Sorry,
I know
we're just
Sister
regular
Bernice.
people.
I know Sister Bernice. I know Sister.
I know Sister Gladys.
Sister
Sister
Sarisha.
Gladys, but I don't know Sister. What's the
Sister Sarisha.
Sister Sarisha?
You guys suck.
Tell me what it means. Definition, please.
Definition, please.
All right. Susurration.
Okay.
It means a soft whispering sound.
Soft whispering.
A soft whispering sound.
So it's kind of like ASMR.
It's kind of like how JJ talks.
I was just thinking that. I was literally like, so like my voice?
Yeah.
Hey man, this has been shit IDK, man. Thank you guys, and you're welcome.